what were we gonna do with all of that greatness
if it couldn't fit
yeah.
into what
So
we were
I
doing.
think I had to go through everything that I went through, especially because my talent was not just a simple kind.
People ask me where I get all my energy from the stage to the studio and to my desk. I am the energy god, and you can be one too.
You're listening to Adesope Live, the Afrobeats podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of Adesope Live, the official Afrobeats podcast, where we break down the hot topics in the culture, and we're sometimes joined by a superstar in the building. As always, this is brought to you by the Energy God Energy Drink. Make sure you drink and be yourself. Stay energized, as we say all the time. And a big shout out to everybody subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. We appreciate the support. We need it to keep coming, because the bigger our platform gets, the better we are able to promote our own entertainers, our own artists, without waiting for other platforms to do it, because nobody can do it like we do. Anyway, back in the studios here, Afro Media Studios in London, I am joined by a superstar. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an icon from the west side of Africa, a representation of the Black Star, a representation of the Gold Coast. When you're talking about music, vocal ability, writing ability, performing ability, it doesn't get better than this. Without further ado, my sister, an African queen from Ghana, it's the beautiful EFYA! Listen,
Ooh.
I'm so happy that
I think you the one that's bringing me out on Saturday. 'Cause I really like that intro.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I've always been advocating for you to come into the UK,
Yes.
because we've listened to your music for well over a decade now. And it looks like you just refuse to come to town. First of all, how are you doing, and how have you been?
Well, first of all, I want to say a big thank you to you personally.
Thank you.
Since day one, you have been one of the people that has always supported me genuinely.
Appreciate it.
The love has always been so pure and like with so much energy.
Thank you, sis.
And I'm grateful for people like you, because you're a part of the reason why I'm still here and still amazing, and it's about to even get much more amazing. So thank you so much for your love. I appreciate you. If you have this man on your side, God has blessed you.
I appreciate it, sis.
Yes.
So how have you been?
I'm
And where have you
amazing.
been?
I am amazing. It's been amazing. The journey, the process, the growth, the learning, the unlearning, for me, being a young legend, for such a long time as of now, has been a blessing, and sometimes to a little curse, because there's always a good side and there's a bad side. I believe that God has structured me personally in a way where I've been able to deal with so much that has come with the position that I was given and the gift that I was given, that at this point in ascension, I can only believe that we can only get better and go higher.
Better.
Especially now that I haven't been able to break into this particular space.
These different markets.
Because we've been waiting a while to come here.
Absolutely.
So in this time, I am amazing. I am grateful. And, I'm just ready to blow London away.
If I'm gonna, I thought, like you said, you are a young legend. You have been in this game for a while.
Yeah.
How long has it been since EFYA started making music professionally?
I think after Stars of the Future, if you come into the process, it's probably like 15 years now. Yeah, because I started very young. Yeah, I was basically thrown into the entertainment situation by almost 18, through university, through all the other educational situations that I have to go through, still maintaining the level and advancing and winning and winning and winning. I've won so many awards between here America,
Nigeria, South Africa.
South Africa. You know, it's been an amazing journey, and I just feel like this is just me in my level of growth, coming into a new space to give them the energy that they have been waiting for.
Absolutely. You've mentioned in the past when you and I have spoken about the importance of your background, your mother being a strong backbone in supporting you in this industry. Talk to us about, the role that your mom plays and having that support system, especially joining the entertainment industry so early.
Yeah, I mean, she's always been there, whether involved or not. She has always been a very, very good backline, because there has always been a sort of protection for me, especially with the situations that we find ourselves in, where with managerial situations, contracts, lawyers and people that try to take advantage of you, because also I'm a very sweet person. So I had to learn the hard way. But having her around has been a very, very, very great blessing for me. I wouldn't have any other person, And also now she's my manager, so.
So now there's no playtime.
Yeah, so she's really there to make sure that we do ascend in the best way ever, and not just in any spiritual form, physical, emotional, developmental, educational mindset.
You do the right things.
Yeah. So, I think it's the best time to be in this space that I am in, because I also feel like before I probably wasn't ready. Yes. And sometimes you're not ready, you rush it, it doesn't work. And then you realize that you probably have to learn some things before you come.
Facts.
Because in this time, there's nowhere in the world you put a mic in my hand that I would not destroy. It would be a damage to the stage. In all ways, whatever possible.
Facts.
There's nobody that will see me do what I do and not know that I'm a child of God that's been blessed, that's destined to be in this greatness.
How did you find, yes, you were thrust into it very early, but what was the moment where a lot of us were singing as young kids, but somebody had to say, or was it you that said, listen, this voice, this vocal ability is different? What was that moment for you? How did you realize that?
Growing up singing in church, it was always obvious. We were brought up in a way where the oil has always been on our heads. So I think it was about finding the group of people to be able to manage what it is that I possess.
Yep.
I've been through different, groups and teams and stuff like that.
Labels.
Yes. Not really. I haven't never
So
really
you've
been
never
signed
had
to a major.
No way.
Yeah.
Even back home, it was just management situation.
It was management. We set up our first label. When we did One Nation, it was me, my manager, and my production manager, Hassan. It was me, Jimmy, and Hassan. That was One Nation. We also added some young people to it and tried our best to do all of those things. But do realize that 10 years ago, we were all learning
Everybody
so
was
much.
Kids.
We were basically playing a game that we didn't understand, but just going with vibes, and the fact that we knew that if we pushed and pushed and pushed, it will become something great. Now, we have reached that level where when I started making music, I was way ahead of the time with the sound. Everybody knew it. It was crazy.
Everybody knew it.
Everybody knew it. So it was like, what were we going to do with all of that greatness?
If it couldn't fit into what
so
we were
I
doing.
think I had to go through everything that I went through, especially because my talent was not just a simple kind.
How would you describe your type of music? Like, how would you describe an EFYA sound?
I think the beauty of the EFYA sound is the versatility of it, in the sense that it has no boundaries, and that makes it very dangerous. So I had to learn how to control the danger that comes with my talent.
To be able to
Yes.
use it in
The
different
right
spaces.
way, at the right place, do the right music with the right people, with the right sound. And finding that has not been easy. It's been a difficult journey, especially with the different sounds that are coming up and developing and becoming the way, and not trying to do that and trying to do you, and still maintaining the you, knowing that that you will become the main.
That's some deep talk right
You
there.
know?
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's boss. The funny
So-
thing is, for me, listening to EFYA years ago and how I fell in love with you and your music, I fell in love with the soul sound. And sometime today I was just flicking through, I was just listening to Kiri Kwame Sarkodie and King Promise and then EFYA, and the record that I was listening to was the one with you and Bisa Kade.
Okay.
And that had High Life in it. And then I heard the soul EFYA mess with the High Life EFYA. And I'm thinking to myself, like, God damn it. Like, so
there was a part, it was like, it was early. I was way ahead. I was so ahead, it was crazy. They said my music was weird, I was mixing High Life with soul music. I was doing covers to, like, classics. I made a cover of Obiano Jew off the ending of score from Inception.
Damn.
The movie.
Score. Inception, the movie, the one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes.
That's
right?
deep.
That was music made by Hans Zimmer. That's what I did to that Obiano Jew song. And there was nobody in this world that heard it till today. It's one of the it's the best cover or remake of any African song ever. Bring your own.
Hot talk.
You can't do it like I did it with that song. Till today.
Damn. It was so
I'm
hard.
legendary off of that alone.
That song alone,
Bruh.
and the way the violins were playing at the
Yeah.
end. How did you even hear that? I'm remembering that song.
It was
now.
that time when
I'm having
Inception came
goosebumps.
out. It was the last song. It was the last song in the movie.
Yeah, at the end.
At the end where there was the ultimate confusion.
Absolutely.
Because
I
you remember at the end we was not sure if we were still or out.
It was reality.
Yes. So with the confusion of the music alone, me singing that on it.
Oh man, that was so crazy back then.
Yeah, and they was not ready. They didn't understand it.
That was alone.
We were trying to make remixes of it. I had a little issue with Duncan Almighty for that also. So many things. And I was young and just, doing my thing. It was scary because, I'm a very positive person. I never try to, like, take nothing that was anybody's because I've always known that you can never take what's mine. Now, in between all of that, I did give energy to people that didn't deserve it, at that time, feeling that it was going to be reciprocated.
Yeah.
But you learn as time goes on that it would not be the same way. And truly, I'm grateful I never let that stop me from being great still. It did let me learn what I got to learn to be able to grow and ascend every time. Every 3 years, I would have grown and ascended musically, spiritually also, because I'm also a prayer warrior. You understand? Because we had to realize at a certain time that we were not fighting just against
this is not physical. This is not a physical battle, man.
You will realize that
powers and principalities.
Yes, there's a lot of things that go in between it, especially knowing that some of this stuff could fuck you mentally.
Facts.
And over the years, we've seen things that have happened to people.
We've seen people.
So at this point, I'm grateful for the mind that I have and the fact that I'm ready to take on anything. And now I know what to do exactly in the most beautiful way. And it just makes me much more powerful than I was. So if you thought you was messing with me then, try again. You know, just try again, because now if you thought I was a witch then, I'm Dumbledore now. You know.
Now we got a war now.
Like, I used to be head girl. Truly, ask anybody. I give out points. 10 points for Gryffindor. But now I'm heading the school. You know.
We're running the whole
like, I got a master's in this shit. You can't stop me. Bro.
Talk to me about Ghana. You know, tell me about.
It's the center of Africa right now. We made it. We made that. We told everybody to come, and they did. And every time that we came, and we showed them the reason why. There's so many artists that I have introduced to Ghana that have come and realized the magic of
that
it.
Happens in Ghana.
And I'm grateful that we've gotten to the place where we don't have to fight too much to be seen, you know? But we also now have to learn what to use all the attention for in the best way possible, so it does not take too much from us, but gives more.
Facts.
Especially so the next generation is beneficial. The reason why we went through all this stuff, all the people that's been here since, Tiwa, Omami, Waje, you know, so many people that have shed blood so that African music, not Afrobeats alone.
Absolutely.
Is what it is today. And we come from a generation of people that struggled through, you know? Me and Stonebwoy was the only Ghanaian artists when we were doing Barclays Center. You get me? I was the only Ghanaian artist when we did, Texas, Austin, you know, Dubai. So in between all of that, we paved the way so that it's easier.
It's easier for the people coming behind you.
And I feel like that's what our parents did for us.
Absolutely.
My mom was the first camera woman in my country.
Talk. Say it
You
again.
know?
Your mom was the first camera woman in the
And
entire country.
She had to fight
for her space.
Yes. And that definition alone is why I'm who I am. Because I seen a woman that didn't stop. A woman that fought through it all and defined and broke the norms. My mom is a magnificent legend in all ways, every way, every day. Because she still keeps breaking her own records. So I have a lot to do, even more now. Not only to keep her legacy alive and going, but also to make sure that mine will become greater and support my children and my children's children and the family that I have developed between all the musicians and the families I've made with artists, you know, all over the world. It's a family. We fighting sometimes, but we need to realize that the only way we win this thing is together.
You talked about family.
It would not work if we don't realize that.
You have been a part of certain families. R2B, Sarkodie, Whiskey. The list goes on. And some of these legendary collaborations. Links, shout out to my brother Links. He actually
Icon,
come on.
Black Magic.
That's like you've played in different spaces and pockets in the music
Mr.
industry.
Easy.
Oh, that skin tight money must be good. Oh, that skin tight money.
Oh my God!
Did nobody like skin tight? That money must be long.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Don't sit down far now.
Don't tell me the check ain't coming through yet.
Oh, listen.
Toast is the businessman.
You got a check from me?
From Skin Tight. Hey, yo, Mr. Easy, that's my brother. We need to fix this ASAP Rocky.
No, I think, you know, there was a lot of, there wasn't a lot of knowledge about certain things. But him being a businessman.
But now we know.
Yes, I think we're all learning so much
All
as
right.
the development has come,
Okay.
and we're grateful to now be in that space where we know what we deserve from certain things that we have been part of.
Absolutely.
So I mean, Tosin is fam. He's doing right.
So
he's doing
so
right.
he's fixed that, and the money's coming in now.
We're getting what we're getting. It's exciting, and especially now that I'm here, and that skin tight money was a lot here in the UK. So
Absolutely.
I'm gonna still collect more
PRS, PPL. Let's get to it.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a good time to be knowledgeable, especially with the business, and I'm learning it every day. Discovering the right things to do the right way, especially since I'm not signed to a label.
You're moving independently.
I've been literally one of the most independent artists that's still been able to knock heads, with the big budget people. So when I get the big budget,
it's gonna be out of here.
Bruh. So listen, like I said, it's timing. I never rush for nothing. In the end,
because you're comfy, man. My sister ain't hungry. What's going on? We good.
The thing about my talent and my magic is
it's
that
not going nowhere.
It keeps getting better.
It's not going nowhere.
And I'm just grateful to be here in the UK, especially London, where I start this new journey of magnifying my greatness to a level that will be unstoppable in a way that you can't deny it.
Do you think you have a point to prove?
No, actually not. I'm not here to prove nothing. I'm just here to show y'all what you've been missing.
Talk that talk.
Yeah, because nobody does it like me, bro. I say that any day.
The skin tight is slow. Then there's Daddy Yo. That's like reggaeton.
I think
type
I'm one of the most featured artists in Africa.
Facts.
I've worked with over 150 artists. I have a list. There's 150 different artists. Some of them I have more than one song with, so.
God damn it.
Thick catalog.
The catalog.
She's fat,
it's
bro.
long.
And she about to get fatter. She's hips on 42. She got that waist on 30, bust on fuego. I'm the world's greatest.
Is there anybody now that EFYA is looking at that you're thinking
nobody
we need
has
to get
ever
into the studio?
Nobody has ever been competition for me, and I think that's why artists that are on the same headspace with me know I'm the one they need to be fucking with. Because I don't come at you as competition.
I come to compliment.
Yes. We will make it much more beautiful. You will add it to me, I will add to you. In the end, my roots have always been fermented in greatness. It's not you bringing it to me. It's me bringing what I have to add to what you have. I have never, ever, disrespected anybody's art to lower them or to make me feel better. I've never had to do that to anybody. Anybody that's worked with me loved it and is grateful till today. So...
It's different sauce.
Best sauce.
I'm listening to I'm going through projects, and I noticed that EFYA only had 2 albums out.
Yeah.
But like you said, mad features, mad singles.
I have not dropped a single in 2 years, and I have 35 collaborations in between. I would say Tunes and I started the I'm a Piano thing when we did the first
DJ
tape.
Tunes.
Yes, when we did that
you had that tape in 2019.
Yes, either before COVID.
2019.
Yes, Tunes and I started making that kind of sound, and then we kept going, and then the South Africans. There's been so many things that I've been involved in that, I'm excited about what I'm going to do next.
Do you think you get your just due, not only with respect when we're talking about this industry and the culture and what you've added and what you've done to this culture, and also in terms of the rewards? Have you gotten your just due? Do you think you have?
I won Best Female Vocalist in my country 4 years back to back. You
Okay.
know? I was nominated for World Music Awards. You know? So many things have happened to prove to myself that I had no limitations ever. What the problem was, I think I never really got the right kind of support. Also financially, especially knowing how much you got to put in.
Yes, as an independent
You know,
artist. Yeah.
because most of the people that maybe we as Ghanaian artists are against are way more financed than we are.
Yeah.
So we in a situation where we're basically just using what we have and we still can do it.
You're still there.
Yeah. So if we get the support, and I'm saying this to be real.
Facts.
When it comes and we or me
Facts.
get that label money,
Facts.
you know, bro, I can only be greater. And I'm willing to develop myself to the level where I'm ready for that. And I think I'm ready now because in my mindset and space of where I am spiritually, musically, bruh,
Ain't nobody.
you gonna hear
different.
the music.
And who are you listening to now? Which artist, young artist, does EFYA put on and enjoy?
I have basically A&R'd so many like young artists, you know, coming up in Ghana. There's no way Wale would have come and asked me some time ago who to fuck with. Sorry.
Yeah, come on. This is the Afrobeat podcast, man. I mean, you know, we're growing here.
You know what? My mom does not allow me to speak.
Yeah, our moms doesn't. They still don't allow us.
Call me about it, I swear. Mom, she does not joke. She's very disciplined with the sound. So, I have no boundaries when it comes to the music.
You listen to anybody?
Everybody, including sometimes the bad ones, just to check that maybe
maybe
it's not bad.
that.
Maybe we are not listening to it twice. But when it's bad, it's bad. But when it's good, it's good. Because let me tell you, I listened to CK have a song on his new mix, right? It's called Sorry. Yeah. There's a song on the new mix and there's a song called You.
Yeah.
And then immediately I heard that song, I told Daco, they sampled When I Think of You. And if you're not like me, you never know that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty. That's the access I want. I want access to that stuff so I can do the things that I know I'm capable of doing. And I believe that we're almost there. Because the things that I'm destined to do, I haven't even done half of it. And I think that's the excitement. Because also, I just keep getting fresher, you know.
Listen, your catalog long, the money long.
It's like,
you got, come on, man. You know what I mean? This is a queen from Africa. This is a legend who's still a young goat. You know what I mean? So you have to be fresh. The money long.
It's
you know what I mean? You know, come stop talking.
I believe that God's blessings are very, very evident in my life. And I have learned so many lessons and unlearned so many things. And I think it's part of growing up. So I got to a point where I realized that I had to grow up because I've been such a baby girl for so long.
We all have to
grow up. Being a mommy's girl. And then it's like, I think the hard part was just realizing that people you love can hurt you. I think that was the hard part for me.
That's a painful part for a lot of us.
Because my love is eternal, you know. If you got it, you should try and keep it, you know. Because my love will not leave you when you need me, you know. Even when I'm weak, I could be strong for you. And that's something that you can't find a lot of in now.
Facts.
Especially with the betrayal that is involved in the industry that we work in.
If it seems like it's not shining there, they're going way over there quick.
You know, so I learned that, and then I had to choose who I wanted to be in all of that situation, and still decided to be Big Dragon. because
EFYA Nocturnal.
regardless of how much you break my heart, right, I will always breathe fire, and God will always heal my heart and make me stronger. And I think that's what growing up is, right?
Facts.
So I have to realize that that's growing up. If you don't go through the things, you will not learn the lessons.
Facts.
The reason why you will be wiser is because you got to learn some lessons.
Absolutely.
The lessons will not come without the pain. And so for every pain that I went through, it graduated me to become a stronger person. And then discovering myself as Big Dragon, because I've been so low and still breathing fire. And I'm very small, ish. I think I got a little thicker.
Yeah, I got a little thicker. Yeah, I mean, we go. You know what I mean? I didn't want to say nothing, but you got a little thicker.
The body
is. You know what I mean?
The body is body.
It's giving. You hear me?
Not you with the lingua.
Listen,
Okay.
We know.
You know what's going on. So, as the body's giving, the mind also had to give.
Facts. Facts.
So my perspective of things right now is still in a very different dimension. It's beautiful. So what I'm trying to say is, don't try to fuck with me. Let's fuck it up together.
That's all we need.
I think people need to stop trying to fuck with people and fuck it up together.
Collaborations. That's simple to say.
Because no matter how much you think you can do by yourself, bruh, you need somebody.
You do better with other people.
Even if you think you by yourself, you still need God. And that's a collaboration, on its own.
Facts.
And I'm grateful to the knowledge that I have acquired over the years and the grace of God that has also guided me to be able to have clarity, which I needed, because young and delusion goes together. You find yourself in a place where you feel like you're safe, but you will go through the stuff. It's about who you are after everything.
Absolutely.
And I still choose to be me, but just more powerful, more wiser, less humble.
Talk that talk.
Yeah.
Listen, I think for us, first of all, I'm happy that you finally.
Also because I've paid my dues.
Exactly, that's what I wanted to say.
That it's not like don't be humble.
No, it's because you have put in the work, and that's why I said, for us, we're happy that you're here in the UK. We're happy that
head high.
Finally, you are getting the shine that you deserve in certain spaces, and you're about to kick the door open.
Very
and
much.
Listen, it's a pleasure to be sitting right next to you. I'm going to see you perform at the weekend. I'm going to come sneak.
It's going to be amazing.
I'm going to come.
We're going to rehearsal?
Yeah, I'm going to come to your rehearsal.
Let's go.
Man, anywhere if he's performing, I'm watching.
Yeah.
So
you've seen her.
I saw EFYA on stage control the crowd. Afro Nation Ghana was ridiculous, and I pulled you after the performance, and I said to you
it was
that
your first one.
This was the first time I've seen EFYA in the flesh performing, and it was an honor.
Yeah.
And I think the way you control the band, your vocal ability, the way you're performing on stage, the difference that you add to the music, bringing soul, high life, Afrobeats, R&B, reggae. Oh, you have to see EFYA perform. So without further ado, make sure you get your tickets. Go watch her perform. And we're looking forward to
God's grace,
bigger things from you in 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the incredible, super talented, and an African queen, the legend, young one, EFYA. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, bro. You are what we call a super gingham.